Greetings, greetings family. Sister Shanice in the house. How you doing? I hope all is well. I hope that you have risen in power, risen with strength to accomplish much today and throughout the strong. I hope that the purpose that you have been sent here with is being fulfilled, that you've set yourself goals, that you've set yourself challenges, and that you're working towards accomplishing that which you've been sent here to do. Each and every one of us has a purpose, and ensure that each and every day you are doing what needs to be done in order to achieve your purpose. Well, today I've got a very serious topic to discuss. I'm still here, just about in the Gambia, and some of you may have seen an article that was published on Thursday the 16th of January in the Sun newspaper, which is a national UK newspaper. Okay, so me go straight to the thing, yeah? Me just got to deal with it right now. Me not lay right now. We have to talk about this thing. Right, well, according to this UK newspaper, The Sun, it claimed that Gambian children are being sold to British paedophiles for as little as £2 a time, because their desperate parents, claim the reporters, are selling them to basically survive. Well, that's a very serious claim indeed. And what I would like to ask the British public now, as a result of this exposure, is what is the British government going to do about it? The fact that their paedophiles are being exported to here in the Gambia, posing as tourists. It's a very, very tragic situation indeed. Now, the British government know who these paedophiles are. They have paedophile registers where they keep the names of known and convicted paedophiles. What I'd like to ask, is the British government going to be sharing this information and this list with the Gambian government? Not just Gambia, in fact, with all of the African governments, because these lists are needed at the airport so that when people are actually coming into the country, their names can be checked against the paedophile registers, so that Africa is not unwittingly letting in paedophiles who are disguised as tourists. So that's one thing that they can do, you know, and they can also, instead of wagging their fingers and pointing to the problem that they have exported, also, you know, begin to think about how they can share the technology that they have, you know, with the Gambian government, so that they can identify these paedophiles who might be hiding here in the Gambia. To be quite frank, I'm in the Gambia right now, and I'm not surprised about the claims that are being made in the Sun newspaper. Some people, you know, claim to be surprised. I'm not surprised at all. You know, I am seeing, you know, with my own two eyes, numbers of minors, young girls and young boys, children, walking around with older European men, unaccompanied, on their own. And I'm thinking, why are these older men, you know, holding the hands of little girls or little boys, taking them to the beach, taking them out, and the children parents or older siblings are not around? And of course, you know, you worry in the back of your mind that, you know, maybe there could be some abuse going on here. But you don't want to label everybody, because none of us knows what goes on behind closed doors. So the fact that this has come out and it has been exposed that known paedophiles are here in the Gambia, you know, it is a very worrying and troubling situation indeed. In fact, not so long ago, I was out with my partner. We went to the bar. It's about 10 o'clock at night. And we saw this young girl, couldn't have been more than 10 years old, with an older European man. And she was wearing a little boob tube top, and she had these tight shorts on. And we were like, what's going on here? This doesn't look right. So my partner decided to ask the question, what's this child doing out at 10 o'clock at night with this older European man? Where is her mother, or where is her father? the bar people, they were almost like shrinking behind the bar. They couldn't believe that my partner was actually challenging the situation. He said, where is the child's father? They said, this is the European they were referring to, is her father. He said, clearly he's not her father. Where's her mother? Where's her father? He said, they told us that the European man was actually married to the child's mother. So he was, in fact, the child's father. So my partner said, well, he should be out here with the mother, not out with the child. He's obviously married the mother to get to the child. Can't you see what's going on? And the people behind the bar were almost more concerned that we were raising it than they were about the safety of this child. So, you know, our perception of, you know, the innocence of these sorts of situations on the continent has got to change. And I'm glad that the Sun newspaper has brought this to our attention, because I want to know, what are they going to be doing about it? You know, they know, British people know all too well about the sick behaviour of too many Europeans. In fact, you know, we also know, those of us who are in the diaspora are also aware of the perversion and the perverts that exist in Europe. You know, we have been experiencing it for over 500 years. It's just a continuation of the same abuse that our ancestors, that our forefathers used to suffer on the plantations, when they would come and take the little children, take the little boys, when they take our men and call it buck busting. You know, it's the same sickness from Roman times that is continuing until today, and it's time that it stopped. So I'm glad the Sun newspaper is exposing what's going on. You know, there was actually a report not so long ago in the Guardian newspaper, another UK newspaper, which was saying basically that paedophilia in England was epidemic, pandemic. Yeah, according to this UK survey, it estimated that 8.5 million adults in the UK actually experienced some form of abuse before the age of 16. 8.5 million children, innocent children, abused before the age of 16. And what do they say about children who are abused? They grow up and go on to become abusers themselves. So this is a pandemic situation that needs to be addressed right across the continent, not just here in the Gambia. Okay? And, you know, when you come here, you'll realise as well that it's not just the British who are here, possibly, you know, engaging in paedophilia, but there's the Dutch, there's Norwegians, there's the Swedish, basically Europeans across the board. They've all got this innate, you know, paedophilic, sick kind of fetish towards young boys and young girls, and it needs to be exposed. We need to tart the tin. Our people in Africa need to know about it. And when we do apprehend these paedophiles, can I advise all of the African governments to actually deal with it as harshly and severely as it needs to be dealt with? You know, I was appalled to be told about a case that happened here in August 2017 in the Gambia. It was a situation where a Norwegian paedophile man known as Steven Avagasta, however you pronounce his name, my apologies, was actually jailed here in the Gambia for abusing numerous minors. He was jailed, and you know what happened? Adama Barrow pardoned him. Pardoned him. Nothing can go on. How this actually happened? Come on, we have got to be more concerned about the welfare of the children here in Africa than we are about the feelings of Europeans, because one of their paedophiles has actually been caught. So, you know, if the police force do actually manage to successfully apprehend and get a conviction against a known paedophile, You know, what kind of message is it sending to paedophiles all around the world if the president then pardons him and gets him released from jail? Come on now. Is it surprising that then 2 years on, you know, Gambia is full of paedophiles? It's like sending a message to paedophiles, hey, you can come here and do your dirty. As president, we're not going to convict you, and if we do, we will pardon you. Come on, come on. We need to put the welfare of our children, our beautiful African children, at the forefront of our concerns. We need to be safeguarding them against these paedophiles and not allowing them to come into the country disguised as tourists to take advantage of them. We need to, as presidents in Africa, be sending, you know, a firm message to the entire world. We need to say that, you know, our country will not tolerate pedophiles or pedophilia activity, and we need to be serious about it. We need to call on the police force to intervene, to question, you know, tourists when they are seen unaccompanied with minors. We need to empower the people of Africa to also intervene and support, because we know that the police force in most African countries are just totally inadequately resourced and may not be able to cope with the problem. So we need to empower our institutions, our organizations and the public, you know, to get involved, to question, to challenge, to take photographs, and to check that children are safe and okay when they're in the company of these European, mainly men. And don't think that women are not involved in this as well, because there have been known cases where women will take the children for the men. And it's happened in England a lot as well. You know, Mara Hindley case is one that comes to mind when I was a child growing up. This was a big scandal and a tactic that was used by the male paedophiles. They put the women up front to lure the children in and to win the confidence of the family and give the family a full sense of security, because they think the children are with the women, when in fact it's the men behind the scenes that are doing the abusing. We need to wake up. We need to know what really are going on outside there. We need to know how some of these people steer from time, from history. We need to know. So, you know, we need to be sending out a message that says that Africa is not a fugitive. Africa is not going to be a safe hiding place for pedophiles. Not during our watch. Make that message got out there. So, you see all you people with a kinky, sexual, perverted, you know, innate problem? Keep your problem a yard. Keep your problem in England. Keep your problem in Europe. We don't want it, yasso. All right? We want our beautiful paradise island to remain a beautiful paradise country. We want our beautiful paradise countries, not islands, and our beautiful paradise islands to remain as such, free from pedophiles and other sexual perverts. Keep your pedophilia a yard, not bring it here. Sista Shanice coming at you live and direct from the Gambia. Rise yourself up, family. One love. Before I go, please do like the video, share. We need to make people, especially on the continent, aware of some of these people steer. Yeah? And so please share. Please like, comment down below. Send your messages. You know, this is something that we as a people are going to have to start questioning when we see and when we are suspicious. We're going to have to start challenging. We're going to have to start taking photographs, because some of these people, you know, are pedophiles and they're hiding in countries like Africa, like the Gambia, and they're continuing to do the dirty. So let's talk the thing. Let's get the message out there. Let's share. Let's like. Please subscribe if you haven't already done so. Thank you so much. And please do support the channel. Sista Shanice, one love.
More fire!